Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please, for just a few moments. Hope everyone enjoyed dinner this evening. We're just about ready to get started with dancing, but before we do, we have a few toasts, and we're going to start with Gabrielle.
Hello. Um, for those who have not gotten the chance to meet me yet, I'm Gabby Nadell, best friend of the bride and sister wife of the groom. Allie and I met when we were 11 and on our way to sixth grade orientation. We bonded almost instantly over burger cookies, snow days, a love of musicals, and long arguments about who would marry Prince William. And while we admit that did not age very well, we've been best friends ever since. It's amazing to me that as a 31-year-old, I have already had my best friend for most of my life. For 20 years, Allie has been the person who propels me to my best, tells me I'm a cute crier when I'm at my worst, evokes my biggest laughs, and poses next to me in my most embarrassing photos. And while millions of little girls promise to be in each other's weddings one day, just like we did, it is so rare that it actually comes true. I am unbelievably grateful and proud that we've defied the odds, and I get to celebrate another milestone with you. With a friendship like mine and Allie's, you can imagine that things were a little difficult when potential suitors tried to enter the picture. When it came to picking a guy, we decided very early on that there was one quality he needed above all else. He needed to fear our best friend. Shockingly, our dating lives got much more interesting once we went to school on opposite sides of the country. But we returned home after college, and she met Dan shortly after. And you know how they say a first impression will tell you everything you need to know about a person? With Dan and me, it took 3. The first was after Allie and Dan's first date. When I asked her how it went, she said, "He doesn't eat cheese. We have nothing in common." So I thought to myself, okay, this isn't going to last. The next came a few weeks later when a group of us went to a Nats game and I met Dan in person. No surprise, he was handsome and charming. But I kept seeing him pop pills throughout the night. When I later expressed my concerns to Allie, she laughed and explained that he was microdosing Benadryl so he didn't have an allergic reaction to the stadium food. So I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be interesting. The final impression was made a year and a half after that. By then, Dan and I had become buds. Could he have feared me more? Yes. Was I rising above it? Also, yes. I was going through my first real heartbreak, and Allie had locked me in her apartment to force feed me Thai food and 30 Rock. At some point, Dan called to check on us, and from the other side of the couch, I heard him say through the phone, "Tell Gabby I'm her boyfriend now, too." So I thought to myself, okay, this could be it. And that is when I fully saw Dan. Sure, he's smart, funny, eager to learn, and did I mention handsome? I mean, early 2000s Prince William, who? But underneath all of the bits that he does and his puppy-like energy, he has such a big heart. When Dan loves someone, he loves them hard, and he loves them forever. I am thrilled that Allie has found someone who loves, supports, and celebrates her for everything that she is. I am over the moon that Dan is someone I love too. But it is a dream come true that Dan loves us both so much that one of his favorite things to do when we're all together is just sit and listen to us talk to each other. Over the past 9 years, we have all been lucky enough to see Allie and Dan grow up and grow together. You have helped each other become the best versions of yourselves. You know and consider each other so deeply that you anticipate each other's needs before the other even feels them. And you've become a team that can take on anything. But while you have already accomplished so much, today is, in many ways, the first day of the rest of your lives. So, Dan, here are a few things I can guarantee about a lifetime spent with Allie Marcus. You will never be lonely. Allie is the best and funnest friend. Her friendship is long and it is loyal. Just ask her kindergarten classmates, they're sitting right over there. And of course, there is the Marcus family, who will welcome and love you like one of their own. You will never settle. Along with being your biggest supporter, Allie will constantly challenge and inspire you to learn and keep growing. Your home will never be quiet. Allie always has a song to sing, a story to share, a feeling to emote, or a discussion to engage in. And you will be better for hearing all of them. Ooh, this is the hard one. You will never go a day without knowing how loved you are. Whether it's a text of a seemingly random song lyric that reminded her of you, a surprise snack because she knew you'd want chocolate, or a hug without having to say that you need it, Allie will always let you know how special you are to her. And finally, you will always have me. So, please join me in raising a glass to two of my best friends on their wedding day and the amazing life they're going to share together. To Allie and Dan.
Hi. I have the tough task of following Dear Gabby in speaking on behalf of just. Oh, I've heard I should put it closer to my mouth. Is that right? Okay. I have the tough task of following Gabby, but speaking on behalf of Daniel. I'd like to thank everyone here for attending the Eastern Shore tradition of having the groom's babysitter speak at the ceremony. I'd like to let you know that in 1992, Jay promised me $3 an hour as long as I was doing best by his boys. So 29 years later, I would love to see everyone tomorrow morning for my mortgage burning party on Pierce Street in Oxford, Maryland. Thanks, Jay. Jay and Sharon have very generously let me participate in some of their adventures while I was in my 30s. We've been to Ibiza, Mallorca, Barcelona, and Bermuda. And as Sharon would say, we wouldn't know it was a vacation if you weren't sleeping on our floor. So thank you. And the great news is that thanks to tonight's bartender, tonight could also be a vacation and a fun event for everyone. So thank you. We're really here, though, to talk about Allie and Daniel. And tonight I'll just be speaking about Daniel because Allie and I are still friends. And but what I love about Daniel is I assume if you're here, it's because you know all the things that are important about Daniel. The first thing to know about Daniel is that he's fit. He might use the term skinny fat as he has, but he in showing up at maybe 85 pounds every wrestling match, secured many titles for his local high school. Um, Additionally, I have seen him on a sailboat be cast backwards by a boom gone awry and flipped back over by Mr. Jimmy Reynolds. So I would like to give a shout out to all the gymnasts here this evening. Another wonderful thing, as you know, is that Daniel is a wonderful host. Um, Daniel and his parents could not eat anything that was served last night, but they did offer everyone the most fabulous seafood. I have seen some unfortunate reactions to seafood, but Daniel, being the guy, was glad to have everyone else have fun on his behalf. Um, Daniel loves to have a good time. He has wonderful friends. Um, there was a time, a long time ago, when Daniel, let's just say that he was having a good time under the age of 21 with two of his friends. And someone here with a microphone had the wonderful distinction of removing the alcoholic beverages from their hands and sending them on their way. Um, One of the people I do believe did come back as a seagull today to attend the ceremony, and Gabby, you did a good job of entertaining him while he was here at the ceremony. We did notice that in the front row. The most important thing to know about Daniel is the thing that he shares with Allie. Actually, the things, plural. Um, they are both incredibly kind people. They are unfailingly ethical. They are loyal in ways that make everyone here feel supported and part of everything that is important to Dan and Allie. And they are incredibly loved. And so I would love for everyone to raise a glass for our dear bride and groom. And here's to you guys. Cheers.
Hello? Is this thing on? Hi, everyone. Um, a lot of talk has been had over this weekend about how I talk too much, so I'm going to let Dan handle most of the speaking tonight. But just wanted to hop on the mic really quick and thank you all so much for coming. It means so much just to see all of our people here, especially after we've all been apart for so long. And this community, as my mom took the words already, has been so important to us growing individually and as a couple. And we are just so grateful for your love and support and looking forward to many more years of it.
How's everybody doing? We'd just like to extend a few additional special thank yous. Thank you, Rabbi Weiss, both for officiating and offering such great guidance the last few months. As everyone knows, by this point in time, one of my nicknames is Curious Dan. I've asked you a lot of questions, and you've been very patient about all my questions about Judaism and life, and just random things. It's been a great experience, and it's been lovely getting to know you. To my parents, Sharon and Jay Weaver, thank you for hosting such a lovely feast last night. Dad, I think all the dark and stormies were drank, and most of the crabs were eaten. most of all, just thanks for being such great parents, and we both love you very much. And also a special thanks to Allie's parents, Lisa and Warren. Thank you for hosting such a beautiful wedding. We are very lucky. I've known you for it's 9 years. I've heard it's 9 years. It's not 7 years. It's not 11 years. It's 9 years. Um, going on 10. I lost my place. But from day one of those 9 years, I've felt like I was part of the family. But I want you to know I don't take that for granted. I know it's through your kindness and loving and warmth that I was able to feel that way. Um, and I'm just so happy that we can make it official. Love you guys. That's it. L'chaim.